The story begins in New York City, where we're introduced to Robin Monroe, a driven and successful editor at a major fashion magazine. Her life is hectic and constantly on the move. She has a boyfriend named Frank, who surprises her one evening by inviting her to dinner. During their meal, he reminds her that it's been 3 years since they've been together and proposes a romantic getaway to Makatea Island, a beautiful and remote island in the South Pacific Ocean. Robin is thrilled by the idea, and they immediately make plans to reach the island. They hire a private plane, piloted by a man named Quinn. Just before departure, Quinn's girlfriend also joins the trip. Soon, the group arrives at Makatea Island, which is already bustling with tourists enjoying their time. Robin is charmed by the island's beauty, and that night, Frank proposes to her. Overwhelmed with happiness, she accepts. But the very next morning, Robin receives an urgent call from her boss. A major fashion show has come up, and the magazine wants her to cover it. In return, she's promised a promotion. Knowing how important this opportunity is, she approaches Quinn and asks him to fly her to a nearby island for business. Quinn refuses at first, but when Robin offers him a large sum of money, he reluctantly agrees. When Frank finds out Robin is leaving during their romantic trip, he becomes upset. Robin assures him that she'll finish her work quickly and return soon. She and Quinn board his old plane and take off. But as they fly, a violent thunderstorm strikes. Quinn attempts to contact help via radio, but lightning hits one of the plane's wings, severing communication. Robin panics, and in her anxiety, takes too many pills, causing her to pass out. Quinn is furious, but now faces a bigger problem. They're running out of fuel and don't have enough to return to Makatea. He makes a snap decision to land on a nearby island. During the emergency landing, the plane hits a rock, but finally comes to a stop. The next morning, the storm clears. Quinn sits by the damaged plane, while Robin regains consciousness. She asks if the plane is repairable, but Quinn explains that the landing gear is broken, and he can't fix it. They'll have to wait for help. Furious, Robin demands her money back, but Quinn, enraged by the situation, tears the money up and throws it at her. Now, they have no choice but to build shelter and leave a distress signal in hopes someone flying overhead will notice. While scavenging through the plane, Robin finds a life raft. Excited, she suggests using it to escape, but Quinn scoffs at the idea, saying it's impossible to cross the vast ocean in a life raft. Meanwhile, back at Makatea, Frank receives a call from Robin's boss, asking why she hasn't arrived at her assignment. Shocked, he explains that she left a day ago with Quinn. Worried, Frank teams up with Quinn's girlfriend to alert the island manager and request a rescue team. Back on the island, Robin and Quinn go searching for fresh water. After a difficult trek, they finally find a small stream and celebrate having a drinking source. But they now need food. Using his quick reflexes, Quinn manages to catch a bird, which they cook and eat. As they share the meal, the tension between them begins to ease. And Robin realizes Quinn isn't the rude man she first thought. He's actually kind and capable. Before the story continues, a reminder pops up asking viewers to support the channel. Mentioning that 99% of people watch but don't like or subscribe, a quick appeal is made to hit the like button and subscribe. Back to the story. Frank and Quinn's girlfriend manage to secure a rescue plane and head out to search for them. Eventually, the plane flies over the island, where Robin and Quinn are stranded. But due to their negligence, they hadn't marked a proper rescue signal. On top of that, Quinn had been drinking heavily the previous night and is now passed out. Robin hears the sound of the plane and tries desperately to wake Quinn, but he doesn't respond. In panic, she grabs the flare gun and fires, but the flare misfires and hits a tree instead of the sky. The rescue plane passes by without noticing them. When the noise of the flare wakes Quinn and he realizes what happened, he becomes furious at Robin for missing their only chance at rescue. A fight breaks out between them. Though Robin still has her phone, there's no network signal on the island. They decide their only option is to climb the mountain in front of them to get a better view. The climb is treacherous, and at one point, the ground beneath Robin gives way. She falls, but Quinn pulls her to safety. They continue climbing and eventually reach the top, only to see they are surrounded by endless ocean. However, in the distance, they spot a ship, a glimmer of hope. Excited, they begin descending the mountain, but it's a difficult and slow process. By the time they reach the bottom, night has fallen. They waste no time and set out toward the ship using the inflatable life raft. They row tirelessly all night, and by morning reach the ship. Their joy is short-lived, though through binoculars. Robin sees men aboard the ship murdering someone and throwing the body overboard. Quinn immediately realizes these men are pirates, dangerous criminals who loot and kill others at sea. Tells Robin to stay quiet and not signal them. But it's too late. The pirates have already spotted them. Their leader orders a group to capture Robin and Quinn as the pirates approach in a speedboat. Robin and Quinn try to reach the shore, but their raft is slow. The pirates start shooting at them, and bullets puncture the raft, causing it to deflate. Robin and Quinn are thrown into the sea, but they manage to swim to the island. However, the pirates are right behind them. Despite their attempts to hide, the pirates capture them, realizing their lives are in danger. Robin lies and tells the pirates they have gold hidden on the island, a complete fabrication to buy time and avoid being killed. Let me know if you want the next part continued, or if you'd like an SEO description or hashtags for this movie. Here is the complete English translation of the final part of your story, rewritten in full cinematic detail while preserving all the emotions, events, and structure of the original, The Pirates. Believing Robin and Quinn are hiding treasure. Begin demanding gold. Using this as a distraction, Robin and Quinn start moving around the island, pretending to search for it. Eventually, when they get the chance, they manage to escape and run through the dense jungle. The pirates chase them, forcing the two to flee toward a cliff. With no other choice, they leap into the water below. But even then, they're not entirely safe. The pirates are relentless and quickly resume their pursuit. As Robin and Quinn wander deeper into the jungle, Quinn spots the remains of an old World War II plane crashed into the trees above. He tells Robin that maybe they can salvage something useful from it. Since it's already dark, they set up a camp and light a fire. As they sit together, Robin looks at Quinn and sincerely thanks him for everything. She's truly grateful for how much he's helped her survive. That night, they sleep by the crash site. The next morning, Robin wakes to find Quinn already at work. He's pulled parts from the wrecked plane and crafted a makeshift raft to float the pieces across the water. He even gathers some wood and heads back to their original crashed plane. His plan? Repair and modify it into a float plane, a plane that can take off from water. He wants to use the ocean as a runway and escape the island. After days of hard work, Quinn successfully converts the damaged plane. It's now ready for takeoff. But just as they're about to leave, the pirates spot them and begin shooting. Quinn gets wounded. Robin wants to flee into the jungle, but Quinn insists this is their only chance. Despite his injuries, they climb into the plane, and against all odds, it takes off. The pirates fire a cannon at them, but they miss. Instead, the cannonball hits the pirates' own boat, causing a massive explosion. Some pirates dive into the sea to save themselves. Meanwhile, Robin and the injured Quinn are finally airborne and safe, but Quinn is badly hurt. As he begins to lose consciousness, he tells Robin that she'll have to fly the plane. He gives her basic instructions, then passes out. Meanwhile, back on Makatea Island, everyone has assumed Robin and Quinn are dead. Rankaid and Quinn's girlfriend are devastated. A memorial service is even held in their memory. Suddenly, someone notices a plane in the sky. It's Quinn's aircraft. It's being piloted by Robin. She brings the plane down onto the water, and though the landing is rough, they survive. Quinn is rushed to the hospital. Robin visits him there, and though he now knows she has feelings for him, he humbly tells her she deserves someone better. While they were stranded, Frank and Quinn's girlfriend had grown close, yet Frank still wants to marry Robin. When she visits him, she gently tells him that he should reconsider the marriage. She believes she may be in love with someone else. Hearing this, Frank becomes angry and says, "Well, then I might as well be with Quinn's girlfriend. I left her for you." Robin now realizes that while she was stranded, Frank and Quinn's girlfriend developed romantic feelings for each other. She makes the final decision. She will not marry Frank. Elsewhere, Quinn realizes he loves Robin deeply. He rushes to the airport to stop her from leaving, but by the time he gets there, her plane has already taken off. Broken, he turns around, only to see Robin standing behind him. She had changed her mind at the last moment and gotten off the plane. She runs into his arms, and Quinn finally confesses his love for her. They embrace, knowing they want to spend the rest of their lives together. And with that emotional moment, the film comes to an end. Asterisk, asterisk, which movie would you like me to explain? Next? Asterisk, asterisk, let me know in the comments. I read and appreciate every one of them. Thank you so much for your love and support. Music fades, music ends. Let me know if you want this story's asterisk, asterisk title, SEO description, hashtags, or a voiceover script style asterisk, asterisk version.